Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today there should be 3 quests left that shouldn't, hopefully, take too long before the urgent unlocks. One of the 3 should unlock the urgent. I'm not sure which. I'm doing them all anyway. But the first of these quests... It's not a good setup, is it? The first of these quests is going to be a capture quest for Glavenus, and I strongly dislike capture quests. Okay, yeah. I think I should bring... That's not a good setup. I should bring the actual traps to craft more, but I have 2 extras, that's hopefully enough. The capture quests are frustrating in I think World, you could at least know when they were in the capture range. Rise, it was super obvious. But in this game, you have to see it limp. And it doesn't always limp. It only limps when it consistently limps when it's leaving a zone. Which means if... I'm going to have to enter this anyway. If it is just above the capture point, and it switches zones, and then it decides not to switch zones again, the correct choice is to sit there and do nothing, and just waste your time. They're very bad quests. If it was a more consistent, like, near instant, not instant, but like close enough to instant that you couldn't kill it before the capture's ready, where they leave the zone, they limp, or they limp more frequently when they stay within a zone. I think they do sometimes, but it's not consistent. It might be fine, but with how it is in this game, they just won't switch zones sometimes, and then you just can't know that the monster was capturable. Actually, let's go to zone 3. It's a very frustrating system where if you have an approximate feeling for its HP, how much is left before it dies, you just have to sit there, like, oh, it's probably in capture range now, but it's not moving, so I have to sit here and do nothing. It's just not a good... It's not a good system. If it had more consistent tells that were maybe a little more obvious, maybe there are tells. If they were more consistent within a zone, it'd be fine. But because the only, like, consistent tell that at least I know is when they switch zones, and sure, this game has monsters switch zones 4 times just before death, when they aren't on capture quest. They don't do that on capture quests most of the time, because it's just random chance, it's all random numbers and whatever, so it's to be expected, but... What the... weirdest one so far? Ooh, not the best. Should be able to get the mount right now, though. I don't like Glavenus's mount, the animation here, because this is the camera when you can attack it, but the attack it just did, I should have kept attacking, that was dumb, but the attack it just did uses that camera angle, and it really doesn't make it simple to tell, which is intentional and all that, but compared to basically every other monster, compared to most other monsters, not every other monster, It's a very, annoying. Oh, this is right by the zone. I need to move. I actually think I should just play the game without prowlers or palicos. Like, I think it would be a lot more fun. It would be a lot more consistent and less tedious stuff like that. Yeah, totally interesting, very quick bite attacks. Because as helpful as the palico healing is, I'm a little iffy on that hit. I think it's fine, it's just a little questionable. But you can't rely on palicos to heal you consistently in this game. It's basically luck if they succeed in healing you in any useful way. So, like, not having them would barely be an issue. They do occasionally save my life, but it's not reliable. If it was reliable, oh, it'd be great. But as it is, it just makes a lot of fighting annoying because they don't stop attacking the monster when you leave. Which has the negative side effect of making it so that the monster just sits in the wrong location for significantly longer. Sometimes. Not always. Because, yep, I can't do anything here. I could hit its face if I'm lucky, but it just sits here in the lava. This is the stuff that really is not great. These, like, zones that I can't do anything about, but because it's aggroed on my palico, I can't really reliably... Like, it might just go after that my other palico over there, and then I can't do anything, despite positioning properly to make it move. This is kind of... Maybe no palico is better. It would probably be map dependent. I imagine there are maps where... there's definitely maps where I don't find the palicos as annoying. Because even if it's still shifting the monster where I don't want it, holding them there because they keep attacking. At least it's not getting them stuck in lava pits that I can't do anything about. I'm not limping. I have to stay on this so I don't forget that it is a capture quest. Yes, because it makes sense that the Glavenus was instantly run to the exact farthest side of the zone, which is better than it staying at the, like, transition point of the zones. It's better than that, but kind of silly that it ran all the way across instantly. I mean, at that point there was nothing I could do to dodge that attack. Worth it. What a helpful place for it to fall. This is not going to be able to explode very well. Yep. Ah, it didn't miss, I think. Kind of weird. I think if I mount it one more time, that's probably where I need to start worrying about the HP total. Start worrying about capturing it soon. But I'm really not sure if it's 3 or 4 mounts, because I haven't paid enough attention to the number. Yeah, that's definitely not limping. So it should be fine for at least a little while longer. It's just kind of such a difficult system. And the fact that, the HP of monsters is not always 100% consistent because it's some of it or all of it is somewhat randomized. Like from one monster to another, well, one of the same monster to another, one hunt to another, that's the accurate. Their HP can vary by like 10%. Which makes it more difficult to estimate their HPs. Yep, I could totally predict that attack. Okay. I do think this is where I definitely need to start worrying. Yeah, there's a slight camera difference between this and when it is trying to escape. What doesn't help I'm really worried that it's in capture range now, given that I've cut the tail. Because I basically never cut the Glavenus's tail. Or a Glavenus's tail. So I'm very... I don't... like it. If it cuts, that means that it should be really low, because it'll... given the amount of times that I just don't cut the tail, I should really only be cutting the tail just before it dies. Which means that if I'm really uncertain, I don't want to have to start the fight over. I have to just sit here waiting until it moves. Yup, it's limping. There's no way to tell until now. So I just had to sit there doing nothing. It's a bad system that I'm glad they replaced. Or changed. It's a cool system in theory. Having to wait until you can actually see the monster dying and stuff, but... oh my goodness. Inventory. But it's just not a consistent enough system for it to not be incredibly frustrating. I want to see if I could jump. I can't. Okay. Can I jump on those rocks? I only have like 10 seconds left, so no. But... yep. Maybe that was more like 5. It's just... the explicit popping up thing on like the map showing a skull on the monster when it's capturable. The blue pop-up in the sunbreak in the top right corner. That's so much better. Because noticing it yourself is fun, but it's not... ooh, +5, -5. But it's not that little bit of fun, the challenge of noticing that it's limping when it's switching zones isn't worth the inconsistency of, oh, it just didn't indicate anything. This is urgent. I'm pretty sure 3 to 4 is a high rank. I think I'm gonna do it first and go back to the other 2 after. think technically I should fight Nakarkos with low rank gear. Yeah, I'll respect the approximate armor tier. Oh, I wonder if my food is actually better than it should be for low rank. I'm actually not sure. I'm not going to worry about that because that's just HP totals and you can use nutrients to get higher HP. The attack medium versus attack small is meaningful but not crazy. I was here to test this. Very briefly. Because I'm mostly using this stuff. That gains 8 levels. And it wouldn't be too hard to do. I could level all these up by 1. And then I would be 8 more times 5 is a little less than 50. But at least it's close enough that the defense value that I have is definitely low rank achievable. I'm doing the urgent right away. Because I really do want to see Nakarkos repel. I like that. That's a cool icon. It says it is specifically repel. Oh no, it's still technically 3-star. I would have thought it'd be a 4-star to unlock the next tier. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I don't unlock the next tier. I don't know what the Wyvern's Rest is going to be. I'm going to go into it assuming it's either an arena or it will give me temperature stuff if I need it. Loading very slowly. That's an arena, right? I mean, it's very stylistic. There's a lot of style to that. Ballista ammo. Ballista ammo. That's all good to carry. Yeah, there's no red. I'm gonna buff. I'm gonna go all the way to Mega Demon Drug and armor skins. I don't need paintballs. I probably just need potions. Down we go. That's actually kind of spooky. That huge pit. That's a visually great monster. Does it... Okay, yeah, I think I see what it's doing. I'm thinking it's not going to move much. And the main body's just sort of going to sit here. That applies some sort of bone effect. Brittle bones or something? No idea what that is. Oh no, it is moving. I want to pick up what these are, but I don't... Okay, no I can. Okay, that makes sense. Are there ballistas on the ground right now? Yes, there are. I mean, I think I already know what, like... Oh, this is binder. I don't want it. Oh no, it's a time worn. Okay, that's fine. Shoot with Y. Shoot with A. Oh, bad shot. Okay. And they provide more ballistas? Okay, yeah, easy. Just focus on the heads first. I think I already know kind of the... I've seen like pictures of what the monster's sort of design is. And it kind of spoils what I assume will be a second phase. Or an enrage. Might not be a second phase. I'm glad the second head can't attack through the first head. That would have been very annoying. Okay. You can see the sort of mouth shape there. Not a mouth, a jaw. Which isn't necessarily a jaw, but... how jiggly all the bones are is, I think, very important. That was weird. I don't think anything bad, just weird. I mean, this is introductory, I think. It's not the actual... I'm gonna say real fight yet. I think at this point it's mostly just... introducing... some of it. That's interesting. It's showing, head is missing in the top right, which means that that display is not really, accurate for the two heads. They might be tails, but... like, the head thing in the top is not accurate, is all I'm saying. I almost got away. I didn't get affected by bones. There's a big blowhole looking element. Probably the weak point. For now, at least. Now it changes phases. Maybe I want sonic bombs? No. Circle? Okay. Multi-circle? Yes, fairly small. It is spinning sideways. Because I guess it's firing off, like, its cannons. Like it's a boat. Something colorful on its back that I can't see anymore. I just want to take it easy. Just sort of see what it does. Because it's a very eerie monster. It's not creepy, it's just kind of it feels like it's actually more of a not just a spectacle fight, but that's more important than the actual monster fight itself, is what it feels like to me. The spectacle. Okay. I should probably try the sonic bombs in scenarios like this. Oh, I didn't expect that. Was that his mouth right there? It's not my favorite type of fight, because it's just a big monster, and big monsters are my least... Big monsters on this scale are my least favorite, because they're big enough that they just kind of clutter the screen, but they're not big enough that it sort of changes how you're supposed to approach the fight. That reload could have been very bad. You still seem to approach the fight mostly the same way. Attack it normally. Like, Zora Magdaros is not a good fight in my opinion. But at least for a giant fight you confront it differently. Whereas this is just big. But you confront it the same way, so it, to me, can feel a little clunky. Not what I wanted, but that's fine. It's cool looking, though. I'll certainly give it that. It's an interesting monster design. What if I... Yeah, figure it wouldn't do anything there. I feel like this head should be close to Dunn's, though. It's a tentacle. It actually was very clear that that was a tentacle and not a head. Which, I mean, I already knew it wasn't a head, but... But it hasn't... It had kind of shown that it wasn't a head, but not the most clearly. Oh. I think in this scenario I just do this. It doesn't even do that much. Oh, it does apply the whatever the bones are. Come here, cat. Be helpful. Hit me. Thank you. But now it's firing its... Ooh, that was different. Now it's firing its broadside cannons. I don't know what broadside... broadside just means the big side as opposed to the front. It's the broadside cannons. I should figure out how the binder... when I should shoot the binder. Maybe there's... Maybe I still haven't hit the actual phase yet. Okay, yeah. In this, you're not immune at all when you're on a... Well, I'm blue. I'm not bone. And if I roll... Ah, I'm sticky! And if I roll in the bones, I get covered in bones. I love it. I wish it was slightly more obvious that it was not just direct bonification. But also, it's probably pretty obvious if you just don't roll instantly like I did every time. It is Repel. It is a Repel quest. I'm actually very uncertain. Why is there a 1? Oh, cool. Okay, because there's 2 of the same thing, they... Oh, okay, that was boring. That being the Repel is kind of lame. That was weird. That was... It's cool it's a cool monster. If it goes from a Repel to a hunt quest right away, sure. Weird though. Very weird quest. Like that was nothing. Like that quest was an absolute load of nothingness. But if I fight it right away, then that's fine. If I do get a... Oh, no. Don't fight it right away. Wait, it's 4-star? I thought that 4-star was high rank. It is high rank, right? Hub quests. 1 to 3 is low, 4 to 7 is high. I'm spoiling something for myself already. Oh, the actual Star Nakarkos is a 7-star? That's so far away. That's sad. What an interesting monster. How did Nakarkos catch airships? Did it shoot them out of the sky? Okay, so since I still have 2 quests to do in low rank, but I just want to equip it now. An extra 200 armor. Sure, there's 2 quests left, but they're simple anyway. I'll probably do them today if I have the time, but I'll finish this talk. They're actually explaining this in the hub a little better. Cannot always. Basically never would be more accurate based on the high rank village. But... So, event quest. Weird that there's a Devil Joe. Weird that there's a 7-star quest that unlocks right away, but it's an... Oh, cool. Okami. Neat. Basically, I recognize what it is. Legend of Zelda, Fire Emblem, that's fun. I don't know Strider. Ghosts and Goblins. Don't know Crows. That's a bike story. Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of these are fun. I might know this. But also, I don't know the age between the 2. I feel like I've heard of this one. Don't know it. Nope. Maybe? That's a name that it's so simple that it feels like I've probably heard of it. Clearing all these will be a bit difficult. Ooh, Acantor. I'm gonna leave those till I'm actually like high enough. HR 8 and up, so I shouldn't even be able to take it, right? Yeah, all these will be a lot to go through. Rajang. They're just called Rajangs, but they're clearly furious, right? All of these will be very... just a question mark. Amatsu. These will all be very... these will be a lot to go through. Ooh, what a weird collection. They're all monkeys, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. What? Weird. Yeah, this is all kind of cool. Event quests are kind of... I might do them, I might not. Kechawacha, a bunch of the normal early ones. Oh. All those are easy except for the Celtis. Celtis is annoying. Oh, not... why? Why give another 50 Nahabra quests? What is wrong with them? They're like, yeah, let's make the players suffer if they want to do all these quests. What a terrible quest to have multiple times in one game. Well, there's a bunch of people to talk to. They probably give a lot of quests. I hate Shogun Senator. Since I don't like Shogun Senator, I'm just going to do this one today. Leave Shogun Senator for next time. And then I can start doing actual high rank quests. No. Maybe I do... but all the event quests, all the low rank event quests that are left are Prowler quests. So maybe I can spend a few days doing Prowler quests. Clear the... I don't care. I didn't eat. I'm not going back. I'm in high rank armor. It shouldn't be a problem. I can definitely still die though. If I mess up. It gets easy to die. I even have nutrients, don't I? It's a waste of nutrients though. I'll craft either 2, or if it fails, I was gonna stop the moment it failed. I should be bringing, I don't know, max potions, because they just fully fill the HP bar instantly, and are probably more efficient to use than mega nutrients. But it is what it is. I hate that the mega nutrients don't heal you. It wouldn't even be that strong if they did. Like, if you weren't full HP, and they just healed you by the amount of HP that is gained, that wouldn't even be strong. It would just be convenient. It would be like the worst healing option, and you can only carry 5 of them. You can craft more, but you can craft more potions, and that's more efficient. It's kind of weird that it doesn't fill the HP. It's intentional, obviously, but I don't know why. Weird. The slope canceled the like slide animation from the dismount. Is it already dead? It is. That was quick. Gonna have to wait for the Glavenus to spawn. Very quick. And that's... I mean, that's actually... Considering I didn't eat, my attack should actually be lower right now than it would be with proper food skills and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure medium gives 10. Where this set should give me 5 more, which means that I should actually have 5 less attack than I had previously, or than I would have with my low rank armor, which means that the Great Macau would have died faster if I'd eaten and had low rank armor. I'm gonna just run towards zone 3 because that's where I think it's most likely to spawn. But I didn't want to start moving too soon because then I'd have to find it and it's a big pain. Like if it was in zone 2 and I was waiting in zone 3 or zone 7, it would have been an issue. So more standing still, less backtracking is my decision. It mounted quicker, I think. Anyway, this fight will be easier because I'll take a lot less damage. It'll still take the same amount of time, and I'm not going to focus the tail. I'm lazy. I don't need... I might actually need Glavenus parts. I might be planning to make a Glavenus weapon eventually. And I might, if I want a high rank one, I might have to upgrade the whole from the start to max. I might actually need Glavenus. Low rank Glavenus parts. And cutting the tail is better for getting parts. I'm just trying to avoid it and get into a position where I can use energy charge, but at this point energy charge is worthless because it took so long. That was lucky. Of course I didn't hit with either of the hits, but it's still lucky. It's really one of my favorite attacks. Because it's appropriately dodgeable. I've mentioned it, I think, in the past in one context. That one's weird, though. Because sometimes it's a ray on the ground, sometimes it's a circle. A ray. A flat surface along the ground. A plane. Oops. This might be bad. Yep, I didn't get quite close enough because I was too far away to start with, because a chain of events that was caused by my poor inputting. I'm kind of sad about that Nakarkos fight, though. Like, I understand that it's sort of an intro set up for the 7-star hunt, where it reveals the sneaky truth that the heads, what you thought were heads were actually tentacles, because they hint at it clearly when those tentacles, you break the bones and they clearly just look like tentacles. Kind of surprised that didn't jump there. Doomed. Yep. This one should be fine. I don't have to capture it this time, so I don't have to worry about that obnoxious mechanic. Up. What? It didn't shoot anything. I was even trying to jump over it, but it just didn't shoot anything. What a shame. Yeah, I'm here to grab the item before should do the reload. Yeah, Nakarkos was kind of sad. Like, yes, my damage is slightly higher than it should be. But even with that, it was just kind of hit. It mostly is stationary. It attacks a few times. Like, the only thing interesting about that specific hunt, because my assumption is the actual, like, hunt the monster one or slay the monster one is better. Like, I assume it has a better, it's a better fight because it's not a repel. And they're not trying to keep it sneaky. So it's probably a better fight. But that first fight, it just, the only thing cool is the stickiness. Like, you get hit by the blue, you roll, you're covered in bones. That's actually fun, in my opinion. Like, I enjoy that. It's kind of tedious and it doesn't really do anything other than make you stand around waiting, but it's cool, it's interesting. It's like, oh, it shoots out, I guess, ink that's sticky. And it hints at the bones all being stuck to it. This fight put me in a better mood, so I'm going to try to do the Shogun Senator fight right away, instead of delaying it. I don't know. I don't know what about this hunt. I guess it was the Great Macau dying in, like, ultra high speed. I like the fact that, like, the Macaus, the bull drums, really don't feel like they scale. Which is good because even if they scale, it would just be stat pad. Like, it would be like, oh, they do 20 times the damage they used to do, but they still have pretty much the same pattern. Maybe a few new moves, but they're not really more dangerous. As long as you avoid them. I should do all the quest stuff, but I want to finish. This is the last low rank quest, I think. No. 6-star advanced quests don't count. Those are not low rank. They're grouped under low rank, but they're harder than high rank quests, so they're not low rank. Oh, these are in the volcano, aren't they? I tried them. I got bled. I cleared the bleed super slowly. I got bled again. I died. I quit because it was very frustrating because I hate bleed. It's the most obnoxious effect in the entire series. Bubbles? Mizutsune bubbles? Wonderful. They're funny. Even if it makes so you can't really attack, it's hard to move, you can get hit easily. It's at least fun. Bleed is do your best to crouch, and you can't drink a healing potion when you're crouched because question mark? You can't drink while crouched? It's something that's not surprising. I just think you should be able to drink while crouched. The only reason you can't is because it would be too convenient. Like, people can sort of drink with upside down. It's not the easiest, but you can sort of do it. Maybe not fully upside down. I don't know. I haven't tried it since I was a child. Lying backwards on a seat with my head upside down, trying to drink water. I was able to, if I remember correctly. So a hunter should be able to drink while crouched. Which is basically, you have to crouch for like 5 seconds. At least let me do something in those 5 seconds instead of just crouch and do nothing. It's just not, it's not fun. Like, even the bone thing, where you can't attack, you can run around and move, but you can't attack, so it is still a waste of time. But at least it's like a stylish waste of time. Like you get a nice, oh great. Like at least there's something interesting happening that makes you waste time. You get hit by a sticky status effect and it makes the bone sick. That's actually cool. I am going to commit to just doing this. I'm not going to leave. But yeah, to me, this guy here is the default. I'm also trying to break the shell. That's why I'm hitting it instead of anything else. But I am committed to just fighting them both in the same area instead of, like... I don't have dung pods, so instead of waiting for one to leave, I'll just fight them here. I hate bleed. Oh, I also learned that bleed doesn't, like... You still get destroyed by bleed while mounted. You mount the monster, bleed effect still applies fully. You're not... The bleed doesn't freeze, you still just take half your health in bleed damage because the monster moves. Which, like, I guess it makes sense, but from a gameplay perspective, it's weird. Because it's kind of annoying. Why do they do this, though? Like, I think the only of these style of hunts that I can remember are like Kezu and Shogun Senator. They don't do these obnoxious double monsters at the same time hunts with anything but Kezu and Shogun Senator so far. They'd still be annoying, but not as annoying. Like, Kezu's obnoxious. Shogun Senator has bleed. Like, they couldn't do these with monsters that at least on their own aren't awful? Kezu's not awful. And like on its own, Shogun Senator is not awful either. Like they can't choose like actually fun monsters. They gotta choose the most annoying ones. Like double Glavenus would be kinda cool. But they're more likely to give double Gamma than they are double Glavenus. I also hate hitboxes on Shogun Senator. You can be standing under its hind legs, but it can hit you with its front arms, despite the fact that its legs should be blocking its own arms. Just give me the reload. Or not. I rolled for some reason. I was holding the bumper down, or the trigger down. But I got a roll. Okay, good, that's gone. Ah, lovely, lovely. No iframes on the landing on a mount. That's good to know. That didn't hit somehow. I guarantee that this Shogun Senator is within capture range, and it still hasn't tried to leave. It's gonna leave now, but it took this long to leave. I really miss the newer games having the, What? I thought I had... paintball the other one. And did it replace its shell? That quickly? That's a fun mechanic. That it will get a randomized shell so you actually can't know if the monster... I'm pretty sure I paintballed the one that I was fighting. I have no way of knowing at this point. This is why I hate this monster. Oh, I'm bleeding. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 seconds. Way too long. How completely tedious it is. I hope Shogun Senator and Daimyo Hermitor, I hope neither of them come back for Wilds. Bring a new carapacian, bring a new crab creature. No more Senator or Hermitor, because I personally hate both of them. Hermitor is not bad in this game with aerial style, because if I haven't harvested at all, oh well, I'm out. Preemptive. Yes, the sushi fish to clear bleed. But that's it, like, even, like, it's not more tedious, but it's not more fun. I'm not saying that rolling to clear stuff is fun, but I should have gone the other direction. That was the wrong way to go. Like, rolling to clear status isn't interesting either, but it's not stationary. Which, like, oh, it means it's getting hit, you have to pick a location, but a bleed, you don't want to move, because you take damage if you move. You have to stand still in a position to clear bleed, but you have to be in a good position to want to stand still. I thought 6 ran to 5, but it's not. It wasn't in 5. It wasn't in 7. Where is it? This is another issue with this old paintball system, but especially with Hermitors, or Senators, and Hermitors probably. If I paintballed both of them, I wouldn't know which one I was trying to kill first. So there's no real way to identify the correct target without this top right thing, but that mechanic is worthless to me 99% of the time. So the like 1% of the time that it might matter, I don't use it because I don't use it the rest of the time. Okay, I have no idea where it went. Is there a... Nope. I guess I run to zone 8. Because I think zone 8's the most reliable. For airships. As always, a very solid case against this paintball system. It's gonna be here for whatever. Yep, it's here because that's just how it works. Like, the paintball system's not bad. That's gonna charge me. Against monsters that don't just tunnel randomly. But when they do tunnel randomly, it's instantly like, oh, you genuinely can't track their location. And flying has the same issue. Water-based ones are actually a little better because where they can travel is a lot more restricted. Not totally restricted, but it's generally more restricted. Yes, that makes sense. I was going straight up and I go to the opposite side for some reason. This is... I still prefer Shogun Senator to Uragan. Uragan's the worst. Yes, bleed is a good status effect. That's totally not awful. Yes, that hitbox makes sense as always. I hate... There's issues with Shogun Centaur that make me hate it. Uragan is also awful. For different reasons. I hate Shogun Senator because I think bleed is a terrible status effect that's not fun at all. And because it has a few hitboxes that I think are real bad. That was an annoying hitbox, but not actually bad. Like, at least it has a few, like, elements to the fight that make it feel different. Like, it has a tendency to get tired quickly and sit there, which makes it easier, but it's also just it's a stylistic difference to the fight that has, you know, style value. It changes how you face it. Uragan has none of that. It doesn't even have something interesting like that beyond the mining mechanic. But the mining mechanic is mostly worthless to me, so... Shogun Centaur is also mostly an AoE spam monster. What the heck is that? It digs here to enter zone 5. It really should move a little closer. Because that looked like it should have been zone 7 or 3 at the most. This mechanic's neat. It's worthless. It's a waste of time, but there is like pop explosive stuff that's kind of neat. I kind of wish they didn't get their shell back so easily. So that I could actually interact with it shellless for a little bit. That is annoying. Just it doesn't... It's not a fun fight. It's not as bad as Uragan. But it's probably bottom 5 so far. Even accounting for the obnoxious advanced quests. That if I accounted for the advanced quests as being actual 6-star quests, they'd be the worst quests in the game. Like, actually doing them with low-level equipment, if it's even possible, would not be very fun. It would take probably close to 50 minutes without super duper optimized low-rank gear. Like, I imagine you would need an actually good charm. Which admittedly my charm is kind of worthless. But you need a good charm. You'd probably want armor that's upgraded as much as possible for low rank. Weapons can't really be upgraded a crazy amount, but there's probably an optimal weapon choice. And all of that together might make them possible. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they were mathematically impossible with low rank gear. Like, it goes both ways. I wouldn't be surprised if it could be done. But I also really feel like it doesn't seem like it was meant to be done. Because they hit crazy hard. And they have more HP than high rank monsters. Than some high rank monsters. Non-hub. High rank village monsters. But that'll be it for today. That should be the last non-prowler low rank quest in the game. Like, unless some of these quests that have popped up are low rank quests. I'm doing this because this one popped up before I hit high rank. Unless there's more of those that show up. Yep, one more. Which is going to be from him. But I need to talk to him anyway. Because this is done. Yeah. That should be the end of non-prowler low rank. I think I'm going to do prowler quests next time. Finish the 3-star prowlers. Maybe do some of the events. I'll check before I stop today. I'm going to check really quickly if I have any more low rank prowler quests in the village. Because if I do, those are what I'll do first. But I'm pretty sure I didn't skip any of the village prowler quests yet. Until the high rank ones. I skipped high rank for sure. I'm overloading on the ingredients for flash bombs so that when I have to hunt Rathaloses, I don't have to try. I just need to make sure that I flash bomb and they land on the ground and then I beat them into the dirt. I should probably swap this to another max potion ingredient soon instead of just doing those, but so I'm not talking to anyone. I'm leaving that for the future. I'll talk to him actually, because he might give me Demon Rage 2. Not Demon Rage 2 still. What a shame. But yeah, I've cleared low rank prowler. These are the only low ranks left right now. So I will try and get through hub prowler quests for 3-star. And then once I have those done, I'll be done with low rank that is actual low rank level and not actually like upper high rank. So yeah, I'll have 2 of these. This should take 5-10 minutes with Sunsnug, who might be going trading right now. I'm stopping this now before I forget. Or checking who's catnapping. I don't think any of those are Sunsnug. Nope. Okay, I guess I delay the trade and do the golden fish one first. That's fine. Okay, glad I stopped that. See, I'll have those 2, and then I didn't mean to go in my room. I'm confusing myself. I'll stop here. I have those 2 prowler quests. I have a bunch of event Prowler quests left. I'm not set on beating all event quests. I'm set on beating all main quests. Event quests are a little more... I can do without them. Mostly because I don't know if it just, the check mark, leaving an event quest uncheckmarked won't look bad. Yeah, those two will be fine. These will be tedious. This one will be fun, actually. Yeah, it'll be... Next time I'll do Prowlers. And hopefully I'll definitely finish this 3-star non-event Prowler missions. Which will be a good checkpoint. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.